Here's a video of what I believe is the most underappreciated Jaguar out there right now, the Jaguar XJS, but not just the XJS, the Facelift XJS, which was made from 92 through its demise in 96 when the XK8 came out. This particular model was thanks to a cash infusion by Ford of over 50 million pounds at the time to redesign it. They redesigned it to make it less complex, therefore more reliable. This particular car is a 93 XJS Coupe with the Jaguar all aluminium straight six with the 24 valve head, which was a great engine that they used in their sedans and the XJSs. And it made the car exceptionally reliable, especially for an XJS. But it still has the classic Jaguar XJS look. Here's a look inside. Now, they were classified as a 4-passenger car, but the rear seats are quite small. My son was able to fit back there until I think he was maybe 5 or 6 years old, and he's a big boy, and that's why we sold it. He just didn't fit back there and got a 4-door. But the leather's still in decent shape. It's got some age to it now, but it's not complete. It's not ripped. It's just age cracks on it, I guess. It's serviceable as the interior. It's nice. Let's go over to this side. Trunks on hydraulics. This shows that they were kind of I don't know, like cottage industry compared to a lot of manufacturers. I mean, look how this trunk's finished out. It's carpeted everywhere. Spare tire. I mean, nobody was doing that. Jaguar still did that. Very kind of handmade, bespoke kind of feel to the car. Here we go inside. It's got a nice Alpine CD player. When you turn this on, the old school electric antenna just went up, which is kind of neat. You never see that nowadays. There she goes. She fires right up. Great. Nice to have gauges. Very nice. And these gauges, they seem to be very accurate. Another cool thing is this. Dread to think what my average fuel economy is. Probably not great. Let's have a look. 13.7. That's what I haven't been driving. The last time I checked, this is just all around town stuff, and I kind of get on it. It will get 22, 23 on the freeway with the overdrive. But all of that works. Another nice thing about it is it has a check engine. Not only do you have a check engine light up here, it'll say check engine here, and then if you go to the manual, you press a certain amount of buttons and it'll tell you what the code is. Then you can go on the internet or Google the code and you can find out what's going on. I've only ever had the check engine light come on a couple of times, and they were minor issues. Didn't cost me much to take care of them. Let's see if it shows now. There, check engine. And then when we fire the car up, it goes away. It's kind of neat. Well, let's have a look at this engine bay. What a beautiful XK. That's called Sea Frost. Great color green, very supple. All right, here we go. Bonnet open. Nice straight six engine. Set a slant, kind of like, remember the 300 Mercedes Gull Wings were a slant too? It's one of the last years where they actually had spark plug wires and a cap and rotor. I recently just changed plugs, cap, rotor wires, all of that stuff. Surprisingly, it had over 100,000 miles. It had all the original cap and rotor. It's got a Sandon compressor, that's a newer one. great compressors. It's the go-to compressor, really. So I'm glad that Jaguar put that unit in there. Just a great running engine, multi-point fuel injection, very straightforward system, nothing too overly complex, and unlike the V12 car, it's not full of issues. These engines just run and run and run. There's plenty with 250,000 miles on it, and they're still going. ABS, there's a sphere for the ABS system. These things are largely trouble-free. Let's listen to it. It's a very, very subtle sound from the back. That clicking you're hearing is the AC compressor kicking on and off because I have the AC on right now. I had it set earlier. Okay, let's take it for a drive. Okay, and here we go for a drive in the XJS. Let's turn the stereo down a bit. All right. So get on it a little bit and see how she does going up this on-ramp. And we're shifting at just over 4,000 RPM, and we're already at 70, 80, and we'll merge onto the freeway and deaccelerate. Okay, now if we look down here, it's cruise control. Just hit it once, foot off the pedal, 70 miles an hour. And at 70, you see we're doing about 2,300 RPM. So she's going to get good mileage at this amount of revs. And we're showing 20 right now on the 22 there on instant mileage. 21. So I mean, not bad for a classic GT car. Nice and quiet at a high speed at 70. And here's the stereo. It's a good stereo system. It's Alpine head unit. Turn it back down. And it's just a nice cruiser. Just cruises beautiful down the freeway. Look at the oil pressure.